What's going on, southbound truck driver? Back at you. I know it's been a minute since I made a video. I've been training. I don't really like to get my trainees involved in my videos. You know, I don't know how they'll take it. So this is the gist of it. I guess the whole story. Well, when I came in off of my hometown last month, it's been a month. I had to take a little break, get my mind clear, you know. Trying to think about content, trying to think about just everything in general. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, you know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you how my month went through. So I came off hometown, picked up a guy. He's a pretty good guy. I tell you what, he drove good. He would drive 10, 11 hours. He would drive his time out. He ain't never drove flatbed before, so he needed a little help backing up. You know, of course, everybody does when they come from dry van to flatbed. They need help backing up because, as we all know, dry van isn't like flatbed. So, you know, I worked with him on that. He grasped the computer fine. He was willing to learn. I mean, he was overall good trainee. You know, he hung in there with me. So I think one night we had a little offset, you know, ended up down some back country road. But you know, when you're new, it's gonna happen. I mean, I say that because I've had it happen so many times to people, to my trainees. End up in snow, you know, end up tied up between two trucks, end up down back dirt roads. You know, it happens. I've seen it happen. So I guess that's just a normal thing. I've been getting good loads. Been making around anywhere from $1,200 to $1,700 a week. You know, I've been doing decent this month. I paid off my probation, sent my letter into the judge. Hopefully I'll be hearing from that here in a couple days. But mainly, I do need y'all's help. I really do need y'all's help. I'm thinking about trying to figure out how to do this owner authority, whatever it's called. I don't know many people that do, you know, do their own loads, has their own truck, you know, who goes to the load board and says, oh, I'm going to get this load right here. I don't know very many people like that. So if you're out there and you're watching this video, can you please contact me on Facebook? Southbound Truck Driver. I'm on Facebook. Just send me a message, and I would love to get with you and collaborate and just really pick your mind and understand how to start this process and what should I do. Been doing my research on YouTube, but I would really like to hear it from a man, woman, doesn't matter. I want to hear it from somebody who's actually doing this. Because I could search for days and gather all this 1,000 miles of information and have to put it all together and hopefully come up with something that's worth using, you know. But just get with me if you could, please, and contact me. So I had two trainees this month. Second trainee, I don't know how to put this. He was number 6. I had to release him early. He made a couple comments that I really didn't enjoy, and that's what set me off. mentally. Mentally, it did something to me. I hate to really badmouth people, I really do, because it's just not good character. But, you know, there's a place and a time for everything, and when you own a truck with another man, some things you don't talk about, and I'm gonna tell you what, that's another man's wife. That will get you. You know what I mean? Um, Even if you're trying to be helpful, I don't care. You don't do it. You don't do it. Some things you leave out of conversations. But that's what really set me off. Try to work with a man. Put differences to the side. I just don't think he had no respect for my truck. I know. I don't think he had any respect for my truck. Tell somebody, hey, you can't put the truck on a 90-degree angle. You cannot put my truck on a 90-degree angle because you will yank my hoses off, my air lines. Put it on a 90-degree angle. Pulled my air line off. I heard it when he pulled it off. It came back, ricocheted, and hit the truck. I told him, I said, something hit the truck. No, it was across the street. I said, something hit the truck. No, it's across the street. I was like, all right. So I got up and trying to think how to put this nicely. I got up, and when I got up, sorry, I was looking for the microphone. When I got up, I looked out. We was in a motel parking lot. A motel parking lot. Across from a TA. He was trying to turn around. I don't know if he was trying to wedge my truck in there so tight that he thought I couldn't get it out. Needless to say, I got it out. But in like a couple seconds. It was ridiculous. I woke up and the truck was going, yanking back, round, round, then going forward, round, round, then going back, round, round, then going forward, round, round. I was like, this guy's doing this crap on purpose, man. He's got to be. It's pissing me off. I had been up all day that day driving. I got probably about 4 hours of sleep. Then woke up to get diesel at midnight. So that's 3 or 4 hours. Then get woke up. Then have to get the truck unstuck. And then I get another hour and a half of sleep. Then I have to drive 5.5 hours. Look, before I picked the guy up, I said, look, you're going to have to drive at night. This is my method. It's worked so far. I said, you're going to have to drive at night. I said, because I'm going to have to get the loads in the morning. Or you can pick the loads up and strap the loads and all that, and I'll sleep at night. And I'll drive at night. Well, they can't do that. They don't know how to get the loads, right? Come on, common sense. So he was like, well, how long do I have to drive at night? And I said, well, when do you plan on graduating? I mean, you shouldn't be on here no more than 2 weeks. Well, yeah, that is true. Jesus Christ. I knew he was going to have problems with that. I knew he was. So, I mean, I'm sitting there getting the load off the truck. Dudes walking around this company we're at. These people got hard hats on. Safety vests, pants, work boots. I mean, this is a steel company. He's walking around the freaking yard in sweatpants and a wife beater. Trying to pee somewhere in their yard. There's cameras everywhere. And he's trying to pee in the yard they got. Hey, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm out there for 2 hours getting everything put away and getting everything unstrapped and everything. He's walking around the yard trying to pee, then he gets back in the truck and he's just sitting there. Heck, but when we pick the load up, I mean, half the time he's on the phone. Just walking around talking to folks on the phone. I'm a nice guy and I try to be nice to these guys. But there's a point to where you're a burden to me. There's a point to where you're a burden. Oh, and if you stick around for the end, I got the best part. So stick around for the end. Don't leave me yet. It's only been 10 minutes. Come on now. You better be glad I'm going to do a part 2 and like for more and all that. So this morning, that was yesterday. So this morning, okay, we spent the night. Last night we spent the night at the place where I picked the load up today. I've been picking up loads. I mean, just left and right. He ain't had but like 20 hours. I mean, I done picked up like 4 loads this week. I think 3 loads. He's only got 20 hours. I mean, come on, dude. So we spent the night in the yard at the place I picked the load up today. Well, this morning I get up to go get the new load, and all of a sudden he's out there right there crashing like he's gonna help me strap everything. I done called my folks. I said, look, I'm bringing them back to the hotel. I'm just gonna tell him that he's gonna stay there till I go home and come back. I was like, that's fine. So he comes to me and he says, so you going home? I said, yeah. He said, so I gotta sit for 4 days in Alabama? I said, no. I said, I'm taking you back to the motel and you can stay there till I get back. Oh, well, no offense. I just don't like Alabama. I just don't want to sit there. Where we at? Indiana? They could get me a bus ticket home, and I could just go home for a couple days and then come back. You think they'd get me a bus ticket back? I said, sure they would. I said, why don't you talk to your DM? Then he said, do you think I need 70 hours? You don't think they'll just give me a truck? I ain't told him how he's been dogging the trucks out. I mean, man, I make money with this truck to feed my family. And this dude does not care about it at all. I mean, he is a savage with these trucks. I mean, as soon as he got in, I'm a Christian and everything, man. But as soon as you get in my truck, he goes to preaching. God, this, Moses, Sam, Luke, John, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you can't even talk to the guy. You can't talk to him about nothing because he wants to make a sermon out of everything. Dude, I am so been on the road for so many weeks. I don't know what kind of stuff you're in or what you got or what's in your body. I mean, you So this ain't the best part. So I convinced this guy that I'm dropping him off at the hotel. Lord, I hope he watches this. I convinced him that I'm dropping him at the motel and I'll come back and get him. Well, he said, it was like 3.5 hours. He's like, how far is it? I was like, 3.5 hours. Well, can I drive? I was like, no, don't worry about it. I said, you'll get some more time in later. Because I didn't trust this guy, But I was like, well, it's daytime. I'm going to stay awake. Well, I'm like, never mind, you can drive. Not knowing he's driving himself to go to get dropped off and never be picked back up by me. So I lay down in my bed because you can't sit up in the front with him. I mean, he's slinging the truck. He just doesn't know how to drive. He'll be driving straight and all of a sudden he's like, Just, I don't know. It's crazy. I doze off for a second, and I wake up, and he's making a U-turn. We're on the highway. It's a straight shot. Just straight. Go to where you gotta go on the highway. Straight shot. No getting off. Just straight shot. He's busting a U-turn somewhere. I'm like, what in the hell is going on, man? No, you're not. During the day? What the? Oh, so as soon as I get up, he straightens back up. Oh my God. So I get to where we're going. Finally, we get to the moat. Oh, I'm sorry. So we picked the. I'm jumping back and forth. So we picked the load up this morning. So he's out there helping me, tell me all that. Do I gotta do this? Blah blah blah. I was like, we gotta talk to your DM. He runs in the truck, grabs his phone. I don't know. DM ain't trying to hear that crap. So I finally get the load secured and everything. I get down the road. I'm fixing to tarp it. He's out there, got some gospel music playing on his phone. Hallelujah! Come on! Yeah, and he's just following me around the I go on this side and work. He comes right behind me. He's singing Hallelujah! Oh yeah! Yeah! So I go around the other side and start working. He followed me over there. Hallelujah! Yeah! Yeah! And just singing, and this guy could not carry. I mean, be different if the man could sing, I guess. I mean, I'm just giving benefit of the doubt. I mean, it's really, and I'm thinking in my mind, I am so glad you are in a good mood, because here in a couple hours, you're going to be thinking differently, buddy. I mean, all this stuff, acting like a child, you do. I told him, he told me one night, he said, oh, how far we got to go? And I said, I'll give you the address. That way you don't have to keep asking me. He's like, well, if you plan on leaving anytime soon, you'll tell me how far. I said, we can make this truck sit right here. I said, we ain't got to move this thing. I mean, I went and paid for parking. And then he was like, well, we both got families, man, blah, blah, blah. Let's just make this thing work. And then that's whenever he snapped my hose line and got me stuck in the hotel parking lot. I mean, dude, it wasn't even that big. I mean, it was a small parking lot. Oh, it has been hell on earth the past couple of days. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've had this bad vibe about this guy. It's just something I don't want to be around. But I let him drive himself to the hotel and dropped him off. I can't do it. I tried. I gave him chance after chance. I've had 6. He was number 6. I've had 6 people on my truck. 1 stole from me. 1 was 71. He went to drive in. We would get lost in the truck stops. I'm not telling no names, so if y'all watching this, I didn't say no names. One who gets lost in the truck stops. The first one, he's alright. I mean, we could put a lot of miles. And the 5th one was alright. The second one hung out with me while I had COVID for about 6 days. And then when we got a load, he took off. He kept stopping on the side of the roads. Like you do a 30-minute break and you're like pull into a rest area or pull into a truck stop, find you a little, maybe might grab you a little cup of coffee or something. He does his 30-minute breaks on the side of the road. Oh, I don't know what happened to him, man. That dude, I don't even know if it was really a situation. It might have been part of my imagination. But I got rid of the guy. Thank God. I mean, I think that he thought that I was obligated to keep him on the truck. So he was out there dancing and singing and just acting. I guess he thought he was going to torment me, and I was lying about taking him back to the hotel. Because after he did his little dance and song routine, when we got back in the truck, he was like, "Well," he's like, "Are you taking me to go switch the loads and then taking me to the hotel?" Or I was like, "I'm taking you to the hotel, and then I'm going to take care of what I got to take care of." Oh, okay. How long is it? I was like, 3 hours. Oh, well, you think I can drive? I was like, no, don't worry about it. He was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I got to get my stuff ready. And then he didn't have nothing ready. Didn't have nothing ready at all. Nothing of his stuff was packed. We pull up to the hotel. And he's putting all this stuff together, throwing blah, 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 blah. And he's like, wait right here. I'm going to get half my stuff and go get the room key and put my stuff up and come back and get it. I'm parked in the street. I was like, I'm thinking in my mind, there ain't but one woman I'll wait on. And that's my wife. You ain't fixing to take her spot. I'm telling you that right now. There ain't but one woman I'll wait on. And that's my wife. Man, this dude acts like a real female. A real female. Oh my God. But yeah. That's how my months went. I'm going to start making more content by myself now. Let me get my mind right, guys. And don't forget, I need to talk to owner-operator or owner authority, however you say it. I might be saying it wrong. It is what it is. So I'm taking this load. I'm in Tennessee. Taking this load to Talladega, Alabama. And I'm going to Bridgeport. And I'm probably going to drop that Bridgeport load off at home and have somebody come get it and take it to Louisiana. But when I get home, I'll start making more videos. It's been a rough ride. First of the month was great, but the last part of it, Jesus. I mean, it was something else. So, y'all hang in there. Please don't leave me. And thank y'all for the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I ain't got but like 280 left. 280. Y'all watching my videos. Y'all give me the likes and everything. That's all I need. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. So stay tuned for more, and I'll start pumping them out. All right. Take care.